Good morning, Mr. Smith. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good morning to you as well, and thanks for having me.
Oh man, thank you, and thank you for what you're down there doing in Charleston, man. Want to start out before we get started. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Travis Smith. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised. Graduated from Porter School. After that, I graduated from Mercer University, where I played basketball. Upon graduating from Mercer, I played in a couple different countries overseas, and then moved back to the Charleston area a few years ago. Started coaching back at my old high school, and just fell in love with being around kids and coaching kids and helping out in my community. And from there, myself and Trey McLean built a relationship and grew the 2020 youth organization. And we're here today to talk about it some and to keep helping these youth in the Low Country.
Okay, man, and we appreciate what you guys are doing. Anytime, especially we can get young black men giving back to the community, especially our youth, man, is much needed. Like once again, really appreciate both you guys for doing that. You guys have been up and running for about 3 years now. So tell me, what exactly is the 2020 league?
The 2020 League is the flagship program in the 2020 youth organization. So we were founded in 2020. We're dedicated to developing amateur student athletes through the greater Charleston area by promoting the importance of physical health, sportsmanship, discipline, and community engagement. So, I mean, all that being said, myself and Trey and the rest of our board have been really successful in the basketball world.
Mhm.
So people tend to listen to us when we talk about basketball. So we wanted to use basketball as a way to engage our youth. And so with our programs, we always have what we call a real talk sessions where we're able
Mhm.
to dive in and teach different aspects of being a student athlete and better than that, just being a great person or how to navigate this world and to be a better person as these young people grow.
Wow. So tell me, what has the response been? How many children have or youth have you guys been able to service with the program?
So our first year last year of the league, we had about 120 kids. This year we have 180, and so these kids span from Hollywood, South Carolina, to Moncks Corner, South Carolina. That's about three different counties. And boys and girls, middle school age from fifth grade to eighth grade.
Mhm.
And so next year we plan to have about 240 and probably cap it at that.
Okay. Now you guys are doing a lot, and you're doing a lot of surrounding basketball. So go into a little bit about some of the other programs that also encompass just not only learning basketball and you know, about physical health, but give us a little bit more about what other aspects you're building up in these young people.
Well, in order to stay physically healthy, you have to be mentally healthy. Studies show that about 30 to 80% of our youth struggle from depression or anxiety, even more so than adults. And so there are other activities like music and writing and reading can help kids function better. We found that through basketball it increases self confidence, lowers stress, fosters team building, develops commitment and communication skills, and like I said, overall self confidence. And so what we teach and what we preach in our program is are these aspects of it. We have 13 weeks. In those 13 weeks, in order for the kids to play in their game that week, they have to go through what we call real talk sessions, and those are ran by Eric Jackson and R3, who's another nonprofit that we partner with,
Mhm.
and we go through. We have a curriculum. The first half of the season, we go through character building, introducing yourself, conflict resolution, how to be a good teammate, how to just go about life in a mature way. And then on the back end, the second half of the season, we go through academic achievement. Excuse me, GPA, curriculum stuff, core classes, how to align myself for scholarships and grants. We have 180 kids right now. We know that more than likely all of those kids won't get basketball scholarships, but we
Right.
want to figure out different ways to be able to help them through their path from high school, from middle school to high school, and then high school and beyond.
Okay. Now, they can participate in the program. It's not just like throughout the school year. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. So our program is 3 months. We have 13 weeks. We start in April.
Okay.
And so the kids pay $25, and we give them the all access to us. Now in
Okay.
the off season, when we're not in season for that league, our other programs kind of kick in. So we have tutoring, we have a mentorship program that's robust. And so we have a lot of our a handful of our kids from our league are involved in those other programs, but we also take other kids that need those resources, and make sure that they get what they need.
Right. Right. Now, you guys recently held a series of town halls. Tell me a little bit about those.
So those town halls are great. We have our whole community in one space. So that's
Mhm.
parents, athletes, coaches, and anybody else who wants to come. And we'll have guest speakers come and talk to them. So that's kind of a more intense real talk session. Our real
Mhm.
talk sessions on a regular basis are a little bit shorter. Our town halls are a little bit lengthier, where myself will speak, our other co-founder, Trey McLean, will speak, and then we'll have a guest speaker come in and tell their story. And we've had some really good guest speakers come in, and it's just good for our whole community, all 180 kids plus the parents, to come and be involved and see exactly what we're doing, what we're saying, and then hear from a great speaker that can encourage them on their journey to becoming a student athlete, but more importantly, a well-rounded individual.
Okay. What are some of the feedback? Tell me how the program has impacted some of the youth you've been working with.
Oh, it's been great. We had a situation this year. Trey and I were talking to a student athlete from Hollywood, and he told us that before the program started, he was just not interested in school. He would
Mhm.
go and he would do the bare minimum, put his head down when he went to class. But after being involved, I think that was like week 5, when we spoke. He said he understands the importance of school, why it's important to him now, and what it can do to help him in the future. So I mean, we leverage basketball for sure, but also after leveraging basketball, because all these kids are in our program because they care about basketball,
Mhm.
we leverage that to teach them the other benefits of school, right? Like in order for you to play basketball, you need to do this in the classroom. But in order for you to get to college, you also have to do this in the classroom. And this is the doors that open up if you do the right thing in the classroom in high school and beyond. So that was a really touching story, and that's what we do it for, you know.
Okay, yeah, I love to hear stories like that. Tell us now, where does the program operate? You named a couple of counties, but tell us a little bit who can get involved with the program.
Okay, so we have all of our games are on Thursdays. And we play out of North Charleston Athletic Center. It's a great facility, the newest facility in Charleston. They have 3 basketball courts, so we're able to hold all of our games. We have 3 different divisions as of now,
Mm,
so we play 3 games simultaneously, and so that's our headquarters for our league as of now.
mm. Do you do young people have to be? I know you named a couple other small towns, but they can be from anywhere. How does that work?
Well, we mainly focus on the Low Country,
Okay.
so that's kind of our reach right now.
Mhm.
So that, like I said, it spans 3 different counties. Um, we plan to grow our girls division. We have one girls division right now. We plan to grow that next year and add 5 more girls teams.
Okay.
Right now we have 15 teams in total.
Wow. Okay. All right, man, that's great. If somebody wanted to get involved or find out how they can get in touch with you, or even just support what you're doing, if they don't have a youth that's of that age, how would they do that?
Our website, the 2020 youthorganization.org. Also, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at the 2020 Youth Organization. follow us, like us, comment, and we will be there. We're always more than willing to connect with other organizations and individuals that show that align with our ideals of supporting youth and giving them resources to do better than we did and to be able to support them throughout their life journey to become young men and women.
All right, Mr. Smith, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. And once again, man, keep up the good work and appreciate what you're doing in the community.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.